I know I'm excited to do a little bit of shopping. You know, whenever the spring season starts to roll around, I get an itch to go buy new gear for the springtime. So that's why we're in Icebreaker. Joining me now, Peter Strome. How are you doing this morning, Peter?
Doing excellent. How are you doing?
I am doing great. It's nice and warm out today.
For sure.
Still really great out there on the slopes. And you guys have helped me pick out this really nice, lightweight, what is this, a windbreaker?
Yeah, we call it our Rush Windbreaker. It's got a merino mesh on the inside, so if you're active in it, if you're out for a jog, if you're out cycling, whatever it might be, it's going to vent and keep you real cool. The outer is a nylon finish, so it'll be water resistant and won't be waterproof. But if you get caught in a little rain or something like that, maybe this afternoon or tomorrow we might have a little bit. Hopefully not. Hopefully some snow, but it'll just run right off. So yeah, pretty awesome piece, super lightweight, ultra lightweight. So if you can go backpacking with it, whatever it might be. So
now I know merino wool is a special kind of wool, especially when it gets wet. Now tell me a little bit about that.
for sure. So unlike a lot of synthetics, merino is going to insulate really well even when it is wet. So if you have a down coat or a down jacket, something like that, and it gets wet, it loses a lot of its insulative properties. Merino doesn't do that. Wool in general doesn't do that. So whether it's regular wool, merino wool, merino is just a lot finer. So it doesn't itch or scratch. It vents really well, but it's also going to keep that insulation. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff.
Now you guys have some sales going on. I know you have a little bit of your winter gear left over. Tell me about the sales.
Yeah, so just like the rest of Vail Resorts, we're doing 50% off winter apparel. So winter outerwear is all 50 off. Our winter socks are 30% off. And then all of our base layers are still 40% off. So yeah, we definitely have some good stuff left. Come on in, grab some gear. It's a good time to do so.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me a little bit about the sweatshirt that you have on, because I think this just looks so stylish.
Yeah, it's so comfortable too. So this is our Momentum hoodie. New for this spring, so it's got Timecell mixed in with it, which is a eucalyptus fiber. So for those spring jogs or going for a hike, it's going to vent and keep you cool. That eucalyptus just adds a little bit of airiness to it. Mm-hmm. So if you're out hanging out by the barbecue or whatever it might be, it is going to vent and keep you nice and cool.
Now, eucalyptus, I've never heard of that being, put in with clothing before.
Yeah, so Icebreaker wanted to find a renewable source that they could, use to blend their wool to kind of create this new fabric that's going to vent and keep you cool. Say you're hanging out in the sun in a pure merino t-shirt and you're not active in it. Merino's best when you're active, so say you're just hanging out, it might get a little warm. So that's why they did this Timecell Blend. So if you're hanging out in the sun, it's going to keep you cool versus, say you're out for like a hike and you're in a 100% merino t-shirt, it's going to vent really well. But if you're just kind of hanging out, it can get a little bit warm. So we have a ton of cool pieces with this Timecell stuff in it. So great for hanging out, outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe doing a nice camping trip or something like that. And I love how eco-friendly that Icebreaker is. Now tell me a little bit about, we're, standing in front of the sock wall here. I see the word hike. I mean, we're getting ready to get into summer and springtime.
Absolutely, yeah. It's definitely warming up outside. Trails are melting down a little bit, getting ready for backpacking season. So we've moved our sock wall around a little bit. Our hike socks are super awesome. So, we have left and right specific socks. So there's a right foot there, and there's a left foot there, venting here all along the top. This is one of our medium cushion socks, so a little bit extra cushion around the outside. Just going to keep your feet nice and comfortable, while you're taking those impacts up on the trails. So,
up on the trails. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Peter. I know that you're at home saying to yourself, goodness, I cannot wait to get into that store. It's located here in Vail Village, right by the ice rink near Solaris. You can come on in and say hello to Mike Stepanek and to Peter as well. They're going to hook you up with some great gear and great sales here at Icebreaker. Coming up next, taking it back over to Ken Hovey. He's live on the slopes with more First Chair in those on-mountain conditions.